All
Aha.
right,
Okay.
here we are. Hi, Pastor
Okay.
Darren.
How are you, man, Mark?
I'm good. I am excited to be back for another week of Bbtc's Supper Talk. It's great to see you again, Pastor Darren.
Are you hungry?
I am hungry.
Can you please show me what you're eating tonight?
Perpetual hunger. It's not dragon fruit, it's orange this time. Yeah, it's a bit hard. There you go. That's better.
Wow.
Orange.
Okay. Oh, so
Very
normally
healthy.
you eat fruits for supper
Yes, and that
most
is
of the
all
time.
credit to my very generous, very caring mother, keeping
Wow.
us healthy.
That is a very good habit. So you don't eat fruits
It
for
is.
dinner? Like you don't eat it after dinner?
Sometimes we do. Sometimes it's part of the dinner itself. But
Okay.
my mom has this magical ability where there's just somehow more than enough fruit to go around.
Fruits are important.
Dinner,
Okay.
supper, yeah. What do you have on your end?
Last week I was supposed to eat this last week, but I didn't eat it last week, and I didn't keep it for a week. It's fresh. Okay, so this is it. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it?
It looks a bit like
It's a muesli. It's yogurt muesli.
yeah, I was gonna say
Chia seeds, raisins. This is what my wife prepared. And
wow, that sounds healthy with a capital H. So,
yeah.
Yeah. You need to get a sponsorship for that right there. It's
yeah.
Power food brands should sponsor this man right here.
When the show starts,
yeah,
we usually can't eat, right? Because we're talking. So
generally, yes.
Now's the time to eat.
That's right. And all the people out there looking at us eat, I hope you have your own supper, because we're not intending to make you feel hungry, but you know, it's not a nice feeling if you are.
See, I can't multitask. Okay, but in this season,
gotta keep focus.
I'll share you something. Something very important.
Okay. I'm excited.
For 1 month, I've been finding this thing. For 1 whole month, I've been looking for this, and I cannot find it anywhere. And finally, I found it. Do you know what it is?
Your watch? A pair of socks. Your favorite pair of socks. I don't know. 1 month search.
Close.
Still pretty general. I'm just guessing.
Right. So for 1 month, I've been going to the supermarket once a week to buy groceries, and every week I've been looking for pasta sauce. And I cannot find pasta sauce.
Wow, people in your neighborhood must really like pasta.
I do not know. Is it just people in my neighborhood, or yeah, I don't know. But I just couldn't find it.
National shortage.
And I finally found it. That's amazing. I was so happy. I was like, thank you, God. There's pasta sauce.
Amen. Praise Jesus.
You have something to show us, right?
Well, I'm curious about the pasta sauce. Actually, is that so? That's was this like a special meal you're preparing, or?
No, it's just that I need it for pizza. I've been wanting to do my own pizza for a long time because I saw this recipe online, and no chance to make it. So I found the pasta sauce finally, and I was so happy that I can make the pizza. And then I couldn't find any mozzarella cheese after that. So I still can't make the pizza.
You're like 50% of the way there.
Almost there. Maybe next week I'll tell you the good news next week.
I look forward. I want a complete update on the Pastor Darren pizza project.
Okay, I'll let you know next week. And you have something to show us, right? Something on your table right now.
On my table, that's right. Well, I've got a couple of things actually. So last week we were hearing a lot about how Pastor Kokwan has been doing a lot of reading, and it's something we've been hearing a lot of people have been doing. So I myself have been, been very blessed to have good material on my hands to read too. So this is a book I've been reading. It's hard to see the light. There we go. It's a bit better. It's called Howard's Gift, and the subtitle is Uncommon Wisdom to Inspire Your Life's Work. And this was lent to me by my mentor, David Fu. Wow. And it reads as the subtitle reads. So it really talks about figuring out how to really examine your life through maybe not so common sense, uncommon wisdom. And one particular point that I really like is he uses this terminology of things called inflection points. Inflection points meaning a bit like a crossroads, right? So the way that you respond to a certain event in your life could either take you, to path A or path B. So I find that that's a very empowering mentality, and whether it comes to very small decisions you make or very large decisions, that's still something that's very applicable. What path do I want to set myself down on based on the decision I'm making? A lot of other gems in that book, but that's one that's very key, and it's really been something I've been trying to practice a lot more in this season in particular.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's 9 o'clock.
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome. And thank you for sharing. Muesli and pasta pizza project going on. Very happening food-wise on your end. Okay. And so we are at that time where we officially welcome our guest to the show. Thank you very much. Hope you didn't mind us preambling away all that time, but we are very happy to welcome you now to the show. It is, after all, Bbtc Supper Talk. So I should say sup to everyone that is joining us from Bbtc and beyond. We are very happy to have you. And Pastor Darren, what do we have in store for our guests this evening?
So we're going to invite 2 guests. This week will be Pastor Eunice and Pastor Jack. And 3 segments. The first segment, again, we're going to find out what they're going to eat tonight, what they have brought for supper talk, see what they brought for supper. And then in segment 2, we're going to play a gel with them. So again, 2 rounds, a food round and a Bible round, Bible trivia. And then at the end, we'll find out how they are doing, how they've been doing in this situation, this circuit breaker.
Awesome. Okay, so I think we'll have them in soon. And Pastor Darren, while we're just waiting for them to join, I have to say, I've gotten some really good feedback from people on the game you've been playing. You've been able to really help us host in these past couple of weeks. They love the food and they love the Bible trivia. Okay, fantastic. And we have our guest here with us. Hello, Pastor Eunice, Pastor Jack.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome to Supper Talk.
Hi, Mark. Hi, Pastor Darren. Hi, Jack.
Hello.
Hi.
Jack.
Yes, my tea has gone missing.
What is in that background?
Yeah.
There's a giant banana leaf in your room.
Yes, there's a giant banana leaf in my room with a half-eaten prata.
Oh, that's prata.
It's a gigantic prata.
It doesn't look like prata. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jack, why don't you share with us what you're eating tonight?
I am eating this.
Wow.
Ice cream. Essential. Okay, this is essential.
Essential, really.
Essential, yes. Tell you, at one point in time, NTUC didn't have stock for all the flavors. I was running out again. The shelves were empty, and I was going like, how can NTUC not have replenished the stock? Yes, this is essential item. It's
national crisis on our hands.
essential item. Okay. So this
Okay. What flavor is that?
Okay, this is New York Super Chunk. So it's chocolate ice cream with chocolate. It's just yummy.
Wow.
Yes. Description doesn't give it justice. You just got to eat it.
Okay,
I know Pastor Francis will go crazy over it. Pastor Francis, this is for you.
Probably making a lot of viewers a little unhappy or maybe jealous. Yeah.
Chocolate lovers.
Okay. Pastor Eunice, how about you? How about on your end? What do you have prepared for supper?
Okay, so I have a bowl of, I think it looks like cheng teng. Okay, this cheng teng is actually made by one of our leaders' mother. So it's got a lot of stuff in it. It's got like it's got longan. It's even got sweet potato inside here. Purple sweet potato. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So very nice gesture on the
Wow.
part.
My goodness.
Yeah. And then to wash it down, I have you can't see it, of course. Goji berry, wolfberry, or KT.
This is like super healthy.
No, it's good for your eyes. It's good for your eyes. You see, because so much reading, so much online, right? Someone said, just drink this. Just put it into the water and drink it. So
you just put it in hot water, then you just let it set a while.
Yeah, you got to let the berry open out a bit, and then after that you drink it. Actually, it's actually pretty good. It's sweet. So I didn't even realize this until like last week.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So
Ah.
Okay.
I've never
That's
tried that in
very
water.
good.
you should.
I tried that
Yeah.
like just taking it like a pill. Just eat it like a pill because someone told me that you can do it that way as well.
But you're losing it because actually when you put it into water, it actually opens up, and that's where the flavor comes out.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Cool.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
How about you guys?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what are
we
you
were talking
eating?
about it a bit earlier, but here, so I have fruit. I've got my oranges prepared
Okay.
here. So
Okay.
Guys, you guys are like also healthy. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so he's got fruit. I also got fruit. Says mine is it's a yogurt fruit muesli. It's half eaten already.
Okay.
That's it.
That's even healthier.
That's
Okay.
it.
he's
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
got the power
Yeah.
food going for him.
Right.
Okay,
So
so
is this your
what you saying?
2-hour meal?
2-hour
Pastor
meal.
Darren?
Yeah. It's my 2-hour meal. It is my 2-hour meal. I had my dinner at 7, so now is perfect timing for this. Perfect timing.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
2 hour
Yes.
meal.
Yeah. So why she's asking that is because most of the time, generally I've got to eat every 2 hours. Sounds like a baby but yeah. Yeah, never stopped since I was a child. Okay, so
Okay.
we're going to go into our gel round. So
Okay.
Mark is going to take us into this gel round.
That's right.
I'll let him explain what it's about.
Okay, great. So to both our guests today, Pastor Jack, Pastor Eunice, as well as to our viewers, here's how the game will be played. We will have 2 rounds of rapid fire questions and rapid fire answers. Okay, the first category of questions, you will be shown one portion, just a small little snippet of a photo of a food. Okay, and if you are viewers of our past week, you'll be familiar with this. So it's just a small snippet, and the first person to guess what that whole food is, right? You just shout it out, you get the point. All right. Now
Got it.
for the Bible round, which is the second category, good. Bible round, second category, you will be given a question, and then same thing, whoever is the first person to answer gets the point. Okay, so it's a little bit of a speed element here, and it's just a little bit of a fun time for us to warm up for our later conversation. Okay, so all clear on how to play?
Yep.
Okay. Slow speed. Yeah. Okay.
We'll see. Okay, supper gel time. So first category is all about food. Pastor Darren, are we good to go?
Yes, we are good to go.
All right, let's
Okay.
bring up the first picture.
Food round.
Food round.
Question
Yep.
number 1.
What is that? Fried chicken.
Even I don't know. What is this?
No.
Samosa.
Yes.
Wow. Well
Amazing.
done.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow, I shocked myself too. Wow.
Amazing.
This is
I
a
thought
hard
no
one.
one would get
man.
that.
Yeah.
This is a hard one.
Yeah, you underestimated.
Chicken wing is not a bad guess. You know, the color, the texture. I see where you're going, Pastor. All right. So 1 point to Pastor Eunice. Well done, Pastor Eunice. Okay. Let's go to the next one.
Okay, ready.
Ready, go. Okay. Oh my God, I feel like it's getting worse. What is
Your
this?
small is really small. Yeah. Curry chicken.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Excellent.
I
Jack.
told you I do the food round.
Oh,
You do the
God.
Bible round.
Yep. Okay.
I'm speechless.
Bravo.
Bravo.
Very good.
Both of you are very, very good.
All tied up. 1-1. All right.
Okay.
Next question. Next picture.
Okay.
Oh, I know this is a fruit tart.
Fruit tart.
Some
I thought
sort of
lontong.
It looks like a fruit tart. Oh no, rojak.
I can
Lontong.
expand. Let me
Lontong.
expand the picture a bit.
Expand a bit.
You gotta explain it.
Oh, I know. Sweet
Sweet
sour pork.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Who got it? Who got it?
Pastor Eunice was just slightly ahead by just
Okay.
a bit.
Okay. All right.
The second panel was very key right there. Okay.
Yes.
Next picture.
Okay. Next picture.
Hey.
What is that? Oh, it looks like a toast.
That's right.
Oh, that's your favorite.
It's one of my favorites. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Eunice.
Yeah.
Well done.
Right.
I'm not really a foodie, but well,
Yeah, that's
I
right.
don't know. I shocked myself.
Oh.
The
Yeah.
data is showing otherwise. Okay. All right. Picture number 5. Come on, Pastor Jack. Gotta catch up.
I told you it's slow speed. Remember? Nasi lemak.
Yep.
Yeah, well done.
That is Pastor Jack's
Okay.
favorite.
That's true. One of my favorites. That's true.
All right, nice. So you guys are identifying your favorites. Very good. Okay, and our last picture for the food round.
What is that?
Indian rojak.
Yep.
Really?
Well done, Pastor Eunice.
Wow.
Well, somebody
Goodness.
likes Indian rojak. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very well done. Very well done. So at the end of the food round, our score is 2 for Pastor Jack, 4 for Pastor Eunice.
Woohoo! So
All
for
right.
all who wants to deliver
Yeah.
food to us, now you know what we like. Yes, feel free.
Yes, very good. Very good.
Go say it.
Good
Indian
data
rojak.
to gather on Pastor Jack and Pastor Eunice. Okay, you just learned their favorites, guys. Okay. All right, let's move on to the Bible round. All right, Bible round, you're going to see the question, and first person to answer gets the point. All right, so you just go ahead. The moment you think you know the answer, just shout it out. Okay, let's have the first question.
Sarah.
Yes, well done, Pastor Eunice.
What's the winner gonna get? She's winning.
An overwhelming sense of accomplishment and pride.
I see. Okay.
Yes.
Maybe supper from Pastor Darren, his Muesli special or his pizza project. I don't know. Okay, let's move on. Question 2.
Agreed.
Jacob agreed to work 7 years for the hand of
Pastor Jack.
Who? Who?
Pastor Jack.
Who? Eunice, this is your round.
Please go ahead.
You go.
We're waiting for you.
I'm waiting for you too.
my goodness. It begins with R. Okay, that's a big clue. Begins with R.
He agreed to work 7 years for the hand of Rachel.
Yes, well done, Pastor Jack.
So nice, y'all.
Pastor Eunice very gracious there. Very
Nice.
gracious.
No, lah.
So drama, right?
I think the question too easy for y'all.
No.
Easy.
It's like a
Change it up, man. Next question is gonna ask
No,
you about.
this is this is a KFC question. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, next question then should be a bit more difficult. We asked about the nature of the Trinity or something. Yeah, Pastor Darren.
Okay. I'll take
Yeah.
note of that for next week.
Yeah.
Okay,
But we're
next
over
week,
already by
baby.
then.
Okay, next question for this round though. Who received the 10 commandments from God?
Moses.
Yes, very good, very good. Okay. Next question. What was the name of Moses' brother?
Aaron.
Aaron, yes. Well done, Pastor Eunice. Okay, score now is 4-6 in favor of
Aye.
Pastor Eunice. With 2 more questions to go. Okay, you can still tie it up, Pastor Jack. All right. Okay, next question. What are the first 3 words of Genesis 1? In Hebrew. No, I'm kidding.
Hebrew?
In English.
Yeah.
Pastor Jack.
Hi. Pastor Eunice, go.
In the beginning.
Yes.
In the beginning. Yeah, okay. And for our final question, please name the second son of Adam. Famous story surrounding these 2 sons. What was the name of the second son?
Bring it home, Pastor Eunice.
Pastor Jack.
Pastor Eunice. Bring it home.
Well, there are 2 sons, Cain and Abel.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Okay, so Pastor Jack, maybe you want to confirm who the second son is.
That's right.
Oh, Pastor Eunice, why don't you just bring it home? Is it Abel?
Yes, that is correct.
All
well
right.
done, Pastor Jack. Okay, that was like a team effort though. That was like a team effort. Okay, In any case, well done. And for our final tally of the scores, we have Pastor Jack coming in with 5 points and Pastor Eunice coming in with 7. Well done, both of you. Well done.
Okay.
So Pastor
Thank
Eunice,
you.
please talk to Pastor Darren about his pizza project and
We have to
Okay.
make this harder.
claim a slice of
No. It's a bit stressful, yeah, but okay.
Okay. So next week let's make this harder. Okay, for
Yes.
whoever's coming next week. Okay.
Maybe just a little bit. Yeah.
All right. So thank you for sharing with us your supper and playing with us the gel. And now we just want to find out a bit about how you guys are doing, how both of you have been doing. It's been circuit breaker for a few weeks already. I think this is like 30 over days already into circuit breaker. And I believe that in your time at home, maybe the Lord has spoken to you. So maybe you could share with us some of the things that the Lord has been speaking to you, or areas that you have been growing your love for other people. So maybe perhaps we can have Pastor Eunice to share first.
Okay, thanks, Pastor Darren. Circuit breaker time has been actually a very interesting time. On occasions, it's been a bit stressful, but looking back over the many weeks that we have been staying at home, I think it's come forth very nicely. For me, I think I hold on to a particular verse in Proverbs 3:3. It says, "Love and faithfulness." Just hold on to love and faithfulness. So to me, love and faithfulness are two things that constantly remind me to be faithful to what I do, i.e. to just persevere, to keep on doing it, maintain the routines, go through the what we've normally been doing even before this circuit breaker, and then extend the love out. And of course, that really, for me, encapsulate what CB is all about. This verse of love and faithfulness.
Okay. So is there something that maybe the Lord has been showing you also in regards to loving people, or do you have stories to share with us in this area?
Yeah, okay. Obviously, during this time, right, we're all at home. So I have been spending a lot of time with my mom. And, one of the things that I've done quite regularly is to play games with her. So, as a household, we play card games. Brahmi stuff like that.
Cool.
Yeah. Simply to keep everybody's spirits up, keep everybody's mind going. And also it's quite a fun time. So I didn't realize actually it's such a interesting game. And of course, eat together. So we do a lot eating together now.
Nice.
And basically simple stuff like that we often take for granted. But it becomes very heightened and during this time. But I find that it really makes everyone more settled, including my mom. So although she can't go out because elderly, you don't really want people to go out, right? But she's still keeping very happy at home. So that to me is very important. So that's one area. Of course, the other area is with Zooming with all the friends. So we have this crazy like lunchtime Zoom, show each other photo of food then
lunchtime Zoom.
Yeah, we have lunchtime Zooms, and nighttime Zooms.
So while eating.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then it's like, what are you eating? What are you eating?
Okay.
Kind of stuff like that. So and nighttime Zooms. Of course, other than eating, we also do this nightly prayer thing. So I think it keeps us going. In fact, I think we are even more bonded, although we don't really see each other. Of course, we drop food here, drop food there, and kind of stuff like a lot of people have been doing. But other than that, I think it's really about connecting with people around us, connecting with our friends, connecting with the people out there. The keyword is connect.
Okay. Wow. Thank you. So every night you all will meet to pray together.
We usually open a room, about maybe 9:30 or so, and then whoever can join will join. Yeah. And sometimes, of course, we pray, but after that we just talk, just talk, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
So sounds great.
It's really good. Yep.
Okay, wow, that's fantastic. Thank you for sharing. Okay, Pastor Jack, how about you?
For me, I think it's this whole thing about being grateful that I am blessed. Although got to stay home, it's difficult. I say this because I'm connecting quite a bit with two other ministry people, one from India, one from Sri Lanka. So the lady is closer to me, so she's been calling me like almost once every week, once every 1.5 weeks, you know. So even today, she gave me a call and then we were catching up. So it's the usual thing, like, you know, how's the COVID situation there? So they are also having lockdown, curfew, and things like that, cases. And today, something she said was, it just kind of wraps up it all, you know. And over the last, I think 1 month, we've been keeping up, you know. And then the other one is from India. So that one has been texting like almost every day, and then updating on what's happening, the situation there, this and that. So you hear from the ground, directly from the ground, what is happening in each of those countries. And in that sense, it's very surreal when you hear direct from people you trust and people you know, versus like, you know, the news and media and things like that. So from India, the situation is the government is saying one thing, but things on the ground is a whole total different story. And when it came to lockdown information and what's going on, they don't know. And there's actually fear because they really don't know what's happening. You know, so they can announce like suddenly, okay, lockdown for 1 week. And they're all not prepared. There's no warning, there's nothing. So when I actually think of that and think what is going on here locally, true, we don't have a perfect system and all, but I think there is enough information that's given to us that technically, I think we all feel safe. You know, although there's a lot of unknowns, but you know, we feel safe where we are.
Yeah.
And I was just commenting to my another colleague just a few days ago. I say, actually, we don't need to stock up food. You know, why do we all go crazy and start stocking up food? Because like the supermarkets have been open all the way, you know.
Yeah.
And there's no hint that it will close. I mean, the wet markets and all that are open. It's as if like nothing is going on in that sense, you know.
Yeah.
So now I'm looking at my cupboard, you know, the whole stack of canned food, and
so you stock up food?
One of those. But I did not go down, you know, at the night time and do that mad rush.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I justify. I've got a mom at home, elderly mother, so I need to stock up food.
Okay. Nobody here is asking you to defend yourself. Okay.
So that's one, you know. So really, then it gives me a better appreciation of where we are, even a better appreciation of our government. You know, true, not perfect. There are areas we could have done better, but when you seriously think about it, they are fighting something that has no precedent, nothing. You know. So it's hard. There's nothing for them to look at, to have an idea, to take ideas from, and things like that. So that's where I am. So it is blessed, you know. It is really blessed. And on top of that, despite of, there are still people available and willing and able to help others. I think that was the other thing that came very clearly. You know, so in all this, indeed, God is great. God is looking over each one of us, is looking after me. Isaiah 40 is a great reflection because it talks about how big a God we have, you know, how great he is. Yet at the same time, he is one who is gentle, like a shepherd, who holds us close to his heart. You know, so in the bigger scheme of things, we may not know what exactly is going to happen, but yet the big word for me this time is also trust. And it's actually very simply the Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, you know, that you trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding, because this is the time where we start to do things. No, okay, we need to Zoom, we can't meet, we need to Zoom, we need to do this, we need to do that. And really, maybe it's like what my mom said, no, this whole COVID thing is just to get all of us to slow down. It's just to get all of us to slow down. Otherwise, we're all like crazy. Russians, rush here, rush there, do this, do that.
Okay.
So, I know. So it's really just to slow down and then look back, you know. So now that we can't do this, we can't do that, then what is left? Yeah. So this is where I am in terms of this COVID.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. Okay. Um, can both of you also share with us what are some survival tips? You know, because we've been in this for quite some time already, right? So I'm sure you have picked up some survival tips. So maybe you could share with us like what are one or two survival tips that would be helpful for our viewers. Okay, let's start with Pastor Eunice.
Okay, I think one thing I've learned in this time is keep to the routines and keep focus. And even though we work from home, we still need to have the same kind of discipline. So, setting up everything for work, sitting at your desk to work, taking the regular breaks. But, that really helped me
Okay.
to establish very fixed routines. Then beyond that, of course, you have your own time to, lunch and then stuff like that. I think the second thing on the spiritual aspect is we have to stay vigilant. So this whole idea about praying before, during, and after, I think comes alive, comes very relevant during this time. I mean, it's simply just praying for the situation when you go out and all that, but it's just being aware of your circumstances, to know the times and seasons that we live in, the times and season I'm living in. So to be very cognizant of this, so that when it slowly unrolls, right, this circuit breaker thing, we'll be ready. So really to have the wisdom to prepare now, to dig deep into the word. For me, also practically to do whatever stuff you need to do at home, like packing and that, because you're at home anyway, right?
Okay.
And then prepare for what is next. But in order to do that, you got to just listen to what the Lord is saying. Where are we headed? Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. How about Jack?
I think it's to make full use of the time you have. So if you're parents with your children, this is really a great time to spending that quality time with them. It's challenging, I know, for some of them, but where we don't have that kind of time, we're saying, hey, we don't have that kind of time to spend with our children, but now we do. We're saying, so it is to keep busy, to keep doing things, not so much to focus on the virus and what's going to, in that sense, happen next, because we really don't know, but it's the here and now. Yeah, to make the full use of the here and now, whatever it may be for your portion. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for sharing that. I think that makes so much sense in terms of keeping the routine. I know of some people that share that it helps them in the morning to get changed, to wash up, to comb their hair, to get dressed as if they're going for work, and then they really go to their study room and then they start working. It's like a routine, like what Eunice is sharing. So thank you for that advice. And so for Jack, your final advice in terms of making the best right now. That means making full use of the situation that we're in right now. Because at the end of the day, God is still in control. At the end of the day, we still need to be faithful, like what Eunice shared about faithfulness, how we need to be faithful to keep that routine, to keep that connectivity. And then for Pastor Jack to share your sharing in terms of for us to continue to be grateful for our government, for the environment that we are given, for being so blessed, and also for that trust in the Lord. So thank you for sharing with us tonight.
Yep.
I think you have brought up a lot of very good points. I think we are already towards like the last tail end of this circuit breaker, right? I mean, supposed to end on 1st of June, supposed to lah, according to what we are told lah. So now we can see that there is a lot of good tips. So I think for our viewers, some of these things that if you feel that you want to apply, there's still time. There's still 3 weeks to do this.
Absolutely.
Still 3 weeks to apply this. Still got time.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that, I'm going to hand the time over to Mark.
Okay. Thanks, Pastor Darren and Pastor Eunice, Pastor Jack. Thanks so much. We're very, very blessed to have you be able to share not just your insights, but really just have you here, your presence. I think connecting with one another, being able to have this space together is just a really, really an honor and a joy. Thank you. I'm sure the viewers enjoyed having you as well. And before we head off, I just want to let our viewers know we have heard and are sure that there's even more people that want to ask some questions to our wonderful guests. And we are preparing something like that for you. So in preparation for next week, if you check the various platforms that you're on now, whether it's YouTube or Facebook, the admin will paste a link there. You can kindly submit your questions and your thoughts that you'd like our guests to comment on. And since we aren't going to review the guest, or rather reveal the guest just yet, just send in something general. so that we can prepare, and then the guests can have some time to gather themselves and respond to you. We'll pick the ones that are most appropriate or most fun, something like that. All right. So with that, I will just kindly bid farewell to everyone. Pastor Jack, Pastor Eunice, thank you again for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you,
you.
Pastor
Viewers,
Darren. Thank you,
We'll
Mark.
see you next week.
Okay.
Okay,
Good night,
thank you all very
everyone.
much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.